So last week we started talking about how a real man should be a protector, and today we'll be continuing that conversation by talking about the importance of confidence and how a man can learn confidence. These all ties up to being a protector because for one to be a protector, he has to be a leader. A leader must be self-confident. That is, he must trust his abilities, qualities, and judgment. As the man of the house, the buck stops in your table. Everyone, your wife and kids, when and if you have them, will look up to you for direction. They have been engineered to do so. Remember when we spoke in an earlier episode about how you're the head of the house? Well, as the head of the house, you get to take the lead because this is a divine directive. I say divine because I believe in creation. If you do not believe in creation, then you can just say thousands of years of hunting and gathering has equipped the man to develop the skills needed to protect his household. And so he's still the head of the household because he's equipped to do so. So, to deserve a good wife, the man should motivate the woman to have confidence in him. But how can she have confidence in you if you do not have confidence in yourself? Well, a lot of young men today think that confidence means being cocksure, walking around with an air of knowing what to do, dishing out orders, and reminding everyone that they are a man. They think that their masculinity confers on them some kind of superiority in intellect. Well, someone needs to tell you something about how to use your masculine strength, and I am here to deliver the lesson. You may have heard people say pride goes before a crash. Well, overconfidence is a banana peel that led to that fall. Yes, you should trust in your abilities to inspire followership, but you must also remain conscious of the fact that you're a man, and so you will make mistakes. Knowing the consequences of an error in judgment keeps you grounded. That makes you turn to your Ezer, your helper, before you take decisions. Most people, including women, are happy to mind their own assignments when they know that the man at the top has their best interest at heart and will consult them before they make decisions that will impact on their future. I keep returning to the analogy of running a business because it represents, for all practical intents and purposes, what an ideal marriage should be like. If you begin to make decisions without consulting your business partner, it signals that there is something wrong with your relationship. If such actions are left unchecked, that partnership will fail. So, a man should never overestimate his strength and leadership ability. Put simply, your helper is there to help. Let them help by talking to them, share with them, and even delegate authority to them. While still single, you need to work on your confidence. And there are two ways that confidence affects men. They either turn out to lack confidence or they're overconfident. If your problem is that you lack confidence, then you need to learn to be confident. And one way to do that is by acquiring knowledge. Learn all you can about marriage, how it works, how women think before you get married. To speak confidently about something, you need to learn all you can about it. So every day, try to learn something new about marriage. But confidence goes beyond speaking. You need to also carry yourself in confidence. So learn to walk confidently, shoulders squared, head held straight. When you meet people, look them in the eye, smile, grasp their hands firmly when they offer a handshake. Remember that when you meet women and people of a higher status, you must wait for them to offer their hand and not the other way around. If your problem is overconfidence, then remind yourself that you're not as unique as you like to think. Listen more. When you're in a gathering, ask more questions and listen by focusing on the words the person is using to answer. Ask questions about things you know and things you don't know. When you're asked questions about a topic, you can speak about 4 hours. Make your answers short and brief and only offer more insight when you're asked directly to do so. When it comes to women, treat younger women as sisters and older women as mothers. Rise to their defense. Protect them from bad people to the best of your ability. Do not be an accomplice in hurting women. This could be by your silence or your inaction. And so this leads up to a question of the week. A fan of Finding Ezer writes, I am attracted to this girl, but she's taller than I am. I am on the short side at about 5'7", and she's 5'8". What do you think? Well, I would like to tell you that the physical size of a woman you choose to marry doesn't matter. And sometimes it doesn't. But I will not pretend that there is no psychological effect that this can have on both parties. I know I've stated this either in an earlier podcast or perhaps in writing. But how do you expect the woman to look up to you when you're physically shorter than she is? But of course, there are qualities that a woman might possess that trumps the height factor. But I will say this. If she's taller, richer, bigger, or anything than you, and you find that it bothers you, then don't. Find someone that you'll be physically and mentally comfortable with, and this will get your marriage off to a good start. And that's where we'll be drawing the curtains on Finding Ezer this week. But before I go, a few reminders. If you have a question on this or any of the other topics we've treated, please use the comments section or send me an email, abigail@abigailanaba.com. Check out the other parts in the series and please like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Let's keep the conversation going on social media, and I'll see you next week.